Hey, what's going on YouTube? I wanted to show you guys some of the modifications that I made on my 2014 1200 Custom Harley Davidson. It's in the Sportster line, and it's not my first bike. My first bike was a Yamaha FZ1, but crossing over into the Harley Davidson world, it's a completely different bike. It handles nice. I love the fact that it's got power, and it fits my needs. It's got the forward controls, which is absolutely perfect for what I need it for. And it's pretty much drive. I live in Hawaii. I'm stationed in Hawaii, so I pretty much drive this thing every day, and I ride this thing every day. And it's pretty awesome. I love it. So let me show you some of the modifications that I made to it. I'll start off from the. I guess I'll go from the back to the front. I put quite a bit of money into it. Buying pieces here and there. It's taken me about 3 months to get everything I wanted to do for it. I still haven't decided if I'm going to get the handlebars for it, but I'll go ahead and I'll start out here in the back. The stock turn signals actually are mounted up here, and there's these little holes. I needed saddlebags just for carrying stuff, rain gear, shoes if I wanted to go to the gym. I'm on a military installation, so I have to wear long sleeves and long pants, and it is Hawaii, so the weather here is pretty hot, so I just have to have someplace to store it. So the first thing I did was I moved the turn signals, got a turn signal relocation kit, moved it to the back. Pretty easy, fairly easy install. That probably took me about an hour. There's a little bit, if you have a little bit of mechanical know-how, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. The turn signal bulbs were stock yellow, and I just went ahead and I switched those out with the smoke-colored ones. You can tell right there. And the kit that I bought them with actually had those yellow bulbs are actually part of the kit. So you get the smoke lens and the yellow bulb that comes in the kit. We'll move over here to the saddlebags. When you're talking about saddlebags, especially for Harley Davidson, these are the Harley Davidson Sportster saddlebags. They get pricey very quickly. These are actually it cost me about $400, but I went through the dealership, which was my first mistake. I probably should have just ordered them online, saved myself some money. But they're great. They got, obviously they match both sides. I actually did not do that when I had my 1,000-mile service. I went ahead and had them add that on. I love them. So we're going to move on up. And the stock seat that I had is actually over there. That's the 2-up Sportster seat that comes on the comes standard on the 1200 Custom. I absolutely hated that seat. I still put it on when I take my wife on rides, but I went ahead and looked around the internet for some good solo seats. Just most times, 9 times out of 10, it's just going to be me riding. So I went ahead and got this Mustang solo seat. This is not the Mustang Y. This is the Mustang Vintage solo seat. Highly recommend it. I think I spent about $230 online, somewhere in that ballpark. The seat is night and day difference as far as comfort goes. I'm really happy with it, and I get a lot of compliments on the looks. I just got back from a ride, so the bike's kind of dirty, but the rear passenger pegs, again, I said my wife does go on rides with me. I went ahead and changed those out. Both sides, they match. Real simple mod. Just a little pin underneath here that you pull out, and you move this bar out and pretty much slide it out. Went ahead and changed my derby cover. It's got the Willie G Harley Davidson skull. I just like the way it looks. I didn't really know what I wanted to put on there, but shopping online, you can find, hundreds and hundreds of choices. I just happened to go with this one because it was available and I like the design. I changed my front pegs out as well. So all my pegs match, and I changed my shifter peg out to the black diamond code, or not coated, but black diamond. I found this online. This is just changed out the stock chrome cowbell with the skull that kind of matches the Willie G style. Moving on up, let's see here. I changed out my stock fuel cap from the just all chrome circle one to the chrome and black skull. So I thought that looked pretty sharp. And let's see here, moving around the front, I did the same thing to the front turn signals. I haven't remounted them yet. I may still put them on the forks, but for right now I'm going to leave them there. And I haven't decided if I'm going to go with the mini apes yet. I put some thought into maybe getting some 12-inch mini apes as of right now, I'm going to leave the stock drag bars. It's a good position when I sit on the bike, so I like them. And let's move over here. We have the Screaming Eagle Stage 1 air filter, and get a lot of compliments on that as well. It's very nice to look at. Definitely helps give it a little bit more horsepower. And I'll answer the question here about as far as the maps, because I know I had a lot of questions when I first got it. I got the Vance & Hines short shots. Purchased those through the dealership. Did the install myself. Pretty easy install. Going on the timing cover, I did the Willie G style skull as well on the timing cover. That was real easy. It's just take 2 screws out. The derby cover is a little harder because you have to get the seal, but that took me maybe like a minute. Again, there goes the forward peg controls, and I changed those out like I said on the other side. And let's see here. I'll start the short shot. I'll start the bike up here in a minute so you guys can hear that exhaust. It's a rear passenger peg, and that's pretty much it for the mods. I'll do a once around. And as far as the mapping, when I bought the short shots and the Stage 1 Screaming Eagle filter, I went ahead and purchased the Screaming Eagle Pro Tuner. And all you got to do on that is download a canned map from the internet and the website, and then you put that as your stock. It pretty much is going to say exhaust and Screaming Eagle Stage 1 filter or heavy breather. So that's called a canned map. I went ahead and did that. There's an option on the tuner that allows you to record data as in real world situation as you go out there and you ride. So once you get that up, you can download it and customize your map. But that's a whole different video, and it kind of gets complicated if you don't know what you're doing. YouTube was great help, and just searching the internet, you pretty much find anything about it. Not too hard though. Definitely, if I can do it, you can do it. And so one more once around. If you have any questions about where I got the parts, don't feel free to comment. Alright, let me go ahead and start this up so you guys can hear the exhaust. Sounds pretty good. All right, thanks guys.